Today, let's go over some tips and tricks for working with lace or translucent material. Welcome, I do sewing and DIY related content, and today we are talking about lace or sheer material such as like this mesh fabric that I have behind with the pumpkins on it. So as you can see, these materials are both see-through, so you're able to see through these fabrics, which means we have to take into account a few more items, especially when it comes to working with them. Now for these, when you get them at your store, be sure you do look at the manufacturing instructions, such as how you are supposed to be washing or drying it. A lot of the times this type of material is dry clean only. Now, because it does have that see-through effect, we're going to be able to see any seams that go through, any items that we have underneath the fabric. So when you're going to be working with this, be sure you're thinking about, do you want it to be see-through? Do you want to have something underneath it? So for the skirt, for example, I have this black lining that is underneath most of the skirt, but then the bottom I did leave a little bit opened so that you could see that this was a translucent material. In addition, because of how these fabrics work, especially like this mesh fabric, you don't necessarily need to finish off the edges like for a hem. I decided not to hem that just as a personal preference, but for this lace fabric, when you start to look at it, you can see that it is going to fray over time. So you need to think about your different edge finishings, and one of the best ways to do that, especially for lace or mesh fabrics, is with French seams because they look so nice and they can be really enclosed. So as an example, this is a French seam, so the seam is entirely enclosed within itself, so it also lets it to be much more standardized, which can give you a much more professional looking garment. So a lot of different ways that you can work with this material, such as doing French seams. You can also use a serger and do like a very fine rolled hem if you wanted. So different options there, and then when you're still able to see it, you're not going to have to worry about like a really bad or messy looking hem at the bottom. Now, one more item when we're talking about the prep of the fabric is when it comes to ironing or pressing, you have to be really careful. So for example, on that pumpkin material, I was not able to iron it out because of the sequins and the type of fabric it would melt. On this lace, we would be able to press it at a very low heat setting, but you still want to be careful as it can burn your fabric. So like these pumpkins, they are fully of sequins, they would melt if we put any sort of heat on them. So on this fabric, you could do it at a very low setting, but definitely test that out with your own lace to see how it would go. Now, when it comes time to actually begin the process of sewing, you could use pins as you normally would with other fabrics, but pins can sometimes fall out a little easier because of those holes that are in the lace. So I would highly recommend using quilting clips. They just stay in place a little bit better and they do not damage the fabric. I use quilting clips and pins for both this lace when I've sewn with it as well as with the pumpkin material, and I found that overall the quilting clips did hold in place a lot better than those pins did over time. And then when it comes time to like actually doing that pinning and clipping, you do want to make sure that you're doing a very even seam allowance, as once you fold it over, you are able to see that fabric behind due to that see-through nature of the lace. So just something to take into account when you're prepping everything. Now, as far as sewing goes, you are going to want to use a delicate needle or like a 70-10 or like a 68, a very small needle, especially when working with lace. And then you can sometimes use a larger stitch so that it does not pucker up and it gives you a little bit of a better and more professional looking seam overall. Now let's go to my sewing machine. You can see here I have it all set up. I'm just using a regular presser foot. The one thing that I will say is I am not back stitching at the beginning. And this is because sometimes when you back stitch, especially on lace or very delicate materials such as mesh materials, it will kind of get bunched up in your sewing machine and it can sort of damage the fabric and it's not going to give you as nice of a product. So we will just be knotting off the ends when our seam is done. Now, as you can see, because of how this fabric does work, it can be a little slippery, so you just want to take your time and make sure that you really have it clipped nicely. In addition, I'm just using a regular presser foot here. If you were using some sort of stretch lace or stretch mesh, you would want to think about doing a walking foot or a knit foot just to help make sure that your fabric is not getting stretched out over time. So here's what my ends of the thread look like. So I am just knotting them so that this is my securing of that stitch instead of doing the back stitching this time. This can work really well for your stitch and then you don't have to worry about the machine sort of eating at the beginning or the end. Now I specifically used a darker color thread for you to see and it does show up. So another thing is when you're always working with these more like see-through materials, you want the same color thread as your fabric. Now, I also have some clips of sewing with this black mesh, and everything holds true that we've already been talking about. As long as you really take your time, especially and have the right stitches set up. You can see here I'm doing a French seam. This fabric is not too difficult to work with and it can give you a really beautiful product. I hope this video was interesting for you and gave you some tips for working with lace. If it did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let me know what you want to see next. Thanks for watching.